Hey guys, it's Rage, and today I'm going to show you how to get ready for a raid in 5 minutes. You should do this every single time you're about to go into a raid, and it shouldn't take you any longer than 5 minutes each time, unless there's something you're particularly struggling with. Let's begin with arming yourself with the weapon you'll need to do this. And no, I do not mean an in-game weapon, I mean Icy Veins. Not sponsored. Visit your Icy Veins class page. Head to icyveins.com and click on the WoW tab. Hover over classes and navigate to your chosen class and spec for the raid. This is your main hub for information about your spec. You can get everything here from recommendations on armor to the latest updates about your class. We want to click on gems, enchants, and consumables. Collect your consumables. You can either collect your consumables by asking a friend to make them, asking your guild, or buying them on the auction house. You will need the following: flasks, food, potions, weapon oils, armor kits, runes. This page will list the best option for you and give you a rough circumstance in which you'll need to use them. Flasks grant you a huge buff over a 2-hour period and persists through death. Food, where remain seated for 10 seconds, will grant you the well-fed buff, but does not persist through death. Both grant extra stat numbers to your chosen stat, most often than not your primary stat. Potions grant you benefits over a short period of time with a cooldown of 5 minutes. These are to be used in unique circumstances. The primary ones are the spiritual healing potions, which heal you instantly, and damage increasing potions. Weapon oils and armor kits apply a buff on your equipment, which will increase your defensive and offensiveness. Runes grant you a buff over a 1-hour period, giving you extra stat numbers to your chosen stat. This does not persist through death. If you want to raid well, you should consider taking all of these with you. If you're strapped for gold, however, prioritize flasks, food, and potions. If you're raiding with a guild, a good raid leader will usually provide a feast for you to receive your well-fed buff and a cauldron for you to receive your flask buff, but don't count on these. Check over your armor. Make sure everything is enchanted with everything it needs to be, and any of your socketed pieces have gems in them already. Refer to your Icy Veins page for the best gems to socket with and your best enchants per armor piece. If any of your pieces aren't enchanted or socketed, it will flag red to the raid leader and might result in you being called out in front of your entire raid and sent back to Stormwind to buy what you need. Definitely didn't happen to me the first few times I raided. So save yourself the embarrassment and get this done beforehand. Bring some way to repair. Your armor will get damaged, so have some way to repair, either via a mount or bring a repair bot. If you're raiding with a guild, your raid leader will probably provide one for you. Adjust your conduits. Go to your sanctum and adjust your soul binds if you have multiple options. Make sure to pick the best ones for your spec and for raids. Install and update your add-ons. You should already be running add-ons for WoW, but if you aren't, you can download them via CurseForge, WoWup.io, or Azure. I recommend downloading the following add-ons. Deadly Boss Mods. This will give you vital information during your encounters that you really need to know. GTFO. This will scream at you if you're standing in something harmful until you get out of the way. Raider.io. This will tell the instance leader what your raiding, dungeoning, and PvP capabilities are. Without this, you'll probably be declined from the group. Details damage meter. This tells you vital information about yourself and others, like DPS output, damage taken, interrupts casted, and much, much more. Exhaustus raid tools. This helps manage the raid by allowing you to access markers easily, whether a BR battle res is ready, and the raid's entire loadout. Omen threat meter. This is great for tanks to see who has what threat. If the top DPS is pulling too much aggro, they can also see this here. Optional, weak auras and bigwigs. Weak auras and bigwigs is something I often get recommended. Bigwigs is an alternative to DBM, Deadly Boss Mods, and weak auras offers additional support during the encounters, like telling you when to move and where to. It also helps a lot with other non-raid stuff too. Read the adventure guide. You might find yourself doing this before each boss, and that's okay. It's definitely a good idea to do so. Look at the overview for each boss and the abilities it will cast. The ones with the icons are the ones you really need to pay attention to. If you have more time to prep for a raid, there are additional things that you can do beforehand which will significantly improve your performance. Farm your best in slot legendary and craft it at the Rune Crafter. Taking a legendary into a raid will really improve your performance, but it will require some planning. It requires you to farm your recipe, obtaining an equipment vessel for it either via the auction house or from a guildie, obtaining 2 missives for it that adds 2 stats to the piece, again either via the auction house or from a guildie, and having enough soul ash to actually craft it. Farm your best in slot conduits for your spec and raids and put them into a soul bind. This will help you target specific paths that are recommended on icy veins. Watch raid boss guides on YouTube and watch raid encounters to see how the fight plays out. I've made a raid boss guide for Shriekwind, the first boss in Castle Nathria, which is really simple to understand, but I also recommend watching Ready Check Pull, who creates simplified rundowns of each boss, Fat Boss TV for the actual playthrough of the boss encounter, and Hazelnutty Games to replace your Adventurer's Guide reminder right before the boss. After doing all this, you will definitely be ready to raid. Let me know what other things you do to get ready for a raid, maybe making sure your armor is in spick and span mod condition, or maybe praying to the loot gods for certain pieces to drop. Whatever it is, I'd like to know. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you did enjoy it, drop a like below and come check me out on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I hope you have a really great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!